Horoscope for Scorpio, Friday, 10 April 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. Today, Scorpio, the universe challenges you to find the balance between two opposing forces, the urgency of acting and the need to reflect. You feel that pressure in the air, like your back is against a wall, and at the same time, the ground under your feet is firm. It is not a day for indecision, but neither for precipitation. The cosmos gives you an important lesson. Courage is not to move at full speed, but to take firm steps without losing the connection to your center. Take a deep breath. Today's energy feels like an emotional roller coaster, but you're in charge. That creative spark that floats in the air manifests in you as an electrical impulse in your hands. Although your home one, Scorpio, has no planets today, its essence prompts you to project your intensity into the world. You feel as if every thought is a ray that you need to channel, not in your chest, but in your actions. The Sun and Mars in House 6, your routines, warn you that it is not time to repress, but to transform energy into constant movement. Imagine that your body is a spear ready to be fired, but remember that the target is not in speed, but in accuracy. Taking this energy to the professional field, today is not a day for radical changes, but for strategic adjustments. House 2, Resources, is run by Sagittarius, suggesting that financial expansion is on your horizon. However, the square between the Sun and Jupiter asks you not to be impulsive with money. In your office, you may be tempted to invest in an ambitious project, but the wisest thing will be to check the numbers with magnifying glass. The 8th house, Inheritance, Shared Debts, under Gemini warns you that a coworker could propose a financial alliance. Listen with interest, but do not compromise without a written contract. The 10th house, Race, in Leo, reminds you that your prestige is at stake. You want to shine to be recognized, but the 10th house is empty, which means stability comes from within, not from external applause. Imagine that you are in a chess competition. Every move must be calculated. If there is a boss or boss who looks at you with interest, don't sell yourself as a product, but as a master in construction. Today, the key is to prove that you have the patience of a snake, slow but implacable. In your health and routines, the Sun, Mars, and Saturn in House 6 create a plot of fire and iron. Your body responds like a caged lion, extra energy, but limitations that force you to use it intelligently. You may feel a tension on your shoulders or an irritation on your skin that makes you aware that you are not alone. Saturn and Neptune in conjunction at Home 6, your daily habits, ask for discipline and clarity. It is not the day to make decisions about diets or supplements. Instead, spend 15 minutes organizing your kitchen. The Moon in the House 3, Communication, whispers to you that your habits also include the mental. Do not ignore the need to speak. If a colleague seems distant to you, don't take it as a personal criticism. A coffee at rest can solve more than a formal meeting. On the emotional ground, today is a day of fire and water. Mercury in the House 5, Romance, and Venus in the House 7 pair prepare you for a conversation that cannot be postponed. If you have a partner, you may feel the need to talk about long-term plans, but the quadrature between Venus and Pluto adds intensity. Imagine you're on a glass bridge. Every word breaks into 1,000 pieces, but it also reveals what's underneath. With Gemini in House 8, Shared Resources, a discussion of expenses can become an opportunity to redefine what it means to share in your relationship. Friends House 11 are in Virgo, which means today is not a day for wild parties. If you go out with someone, it will be a connection of ideas, someone who offers you constructive criticism or practical advice. Uranus in House 7 brings a surprise element. It can be an unexpected invitation or a revelation from a friend about your personal life. Don't be scared. Pluto in House 4 Root reminds you that in the end, what matters is what's inside. If you feel that you lack land, it is not because of excessive romanticism, but because of the need to remind yourself. In the mental world, the Moon in House 3 drives you to write, learn, or solve a mystery. Mercury in House 5 suggests that today you should give free rein to creativity, but with a touch of logic. Imagine that you write a poem that you then analyze as if it were a riddle. The 9th house, travel, metaphysics in Jupiter gives you access to an expansive idea. You might want to read a book on philosophy or plan a trip today. Virgo in the House 11 and Libra in the House 12 ask you not to stay in theory. Turn those thoughts into concrete actions, even if they are small. If you wake up today with an idea that looks like a light in the fog, don't let it go out. Write it down on a paper and later, share it with someone who listens patiently to you. If you feel that you need to do a ritual today, I suggest a protective one. Put a glass of water with a few drops of lemon and 3 cloves of smell in a corner of your house, preferably the one you feel most loaded, maybe where you keep important documents or where you meditate. Water symbolizes purification, lemon clarity, and nails are an ancient protection against negative energies. Remove it when the water evaporates or cloudy, emptying its contents in the sink while you appreciate its service. Wash the glass immediately. This ritual is not to expel enemies, but to balance the inner tension. For today, I propose the color electric blue. It's the tone of Uranus, which today brings you surprises in your relationships. Use a small detail, a t-shirt with that color, a handkerchief in your purse, or even a digital wallpaper. You don't need to wear it all day, but be present as a reminder that the energies are on the move. Remember, the important thing is not the color, but your intention. Today, you will discover that the true strength lies in your ability to adapt. You will be able to overcome frustration when you decide that not everything is fixed with shouting, but with patience. You will feel that, even if the road is sown with rocks, each step brings you closer to a clearer place. Trust that, even if the tension is there is also a thread of light that guides you. Have a good day, dear Scorpio. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.